All right, guys, coming to you, low cap, no cap. We're gonna do this YouTube channel slightly differently than the ones you've experienced before. So come zone out with me. We're gonna cover some news from last year and this year. So grab a chair and listen here. All right. So first, what we're covering is the United States will be launching a national crypto eventually. This news came out September 28th, 2019. Even though the U.S. is absent from the whole movement, many experts believe America could join and launch national crypto. Crypto investor Anthony Pompliano, who is working with Morgan Creek Digital, spoke on CNBC's Squawk Box to talk on this initiative. According to the investor, with countries like China launching their digital asset, the U.S. might enter an economic disadvantage after Beijing launches its national cryptocurrency. Now, this is current, up to date. $10,716. Back to the article. While this sounds like a stretch to say the least, because the former chairman of the Federal Reserve and other monetary leaders aren't fans of digital asset, Pompliano makes a strong submission. So a congressman in Ohio named Warren Davidson, a Republican congressman representing Ohio, recently retweeted Pompliano's segment. Although the congressman didn't say anything about his thoughts regarding such initiative, his tweets showed that he is interested. Another reason is that Davidson is a notable cryptocurrency proponent, which is obvious in his speeches with media outlets in Congress. The congressman has declared that blockchain technology and BTC are the future. He made the remark in a congressional hearing from earlier in this year. In his words, digital tokens could potentially represent a title to a car or deed to the land, or even software licenses and goods or services. This feels like a third world upcoming economy kind of approach. It is a model where if you plan to launch a firm, you have to negotiate with the governmental authorities. Maybe you can get a deal, or maybe the deal you get is different from other parties' deals. Whether Davidson's tweet means anything or nothing remains to be seen. And as you can see, it's a whole year later, and America hasn't come out with a cryptocurrency yet. Now, everybody's going through this pandemic, so that may accelerate the use of digital currency, hence us having a coin shortage all of a sudden. All right, so we covered another article from 2019 on September 28th. New spyware replaces crypto wallets on clipboard via Telegram, says reports. Juniper Threat Labs, a threat intelligence portal at Juniper Networks, discovered a new Trojan-delivered malware implementing major global messaging app Telegram to exfiltrate stolen information, according to threat research released on September 26. Reportedly circulating under the name Massad, Clipper, and Stealer, on black market forums, the spyware is capable of stealing a broad list of browser data, including usernames, passwords, credit card information. Moreover, the malware also includes a function that replaces the cryptocurrency wallets from the clipboards with the one by the attacker's party, according to the report. The spyware's clipping supports a number of major cryptos such as Bitcoin, Ether, XRP, Bitcoin Cash, and Litecoin, among others. According to Juniper Threat Labs, Massad Steeler, sorry about that, sends all collected information to a Telegram bot managed by the threat actor, which also sends commands to the spyware. The security portal concluded that Massad is an active and ongoing threat. Command and control bots were still alive at the time of publication. Meanwhile, Telegram released a wallet for its Ton blockchain's native token Gram in the app's alpha version for iOS on September 26. So back then we were dealing with threats of copying malware, copying and pasting, replacing where you would put your keys or your security passwords and it will send it to the Telegram bot. So we got to be conscious of where we storing this. That's why they tell us not to store it on our phones, because of these apps getting permission and snooping through other applications on your phone. All right, so let's go to something more current, up to date. All right, Uniswap, first DeFi app to lock up $2 billion in Ethereum. This is major. Total user value locked in Uniswap is now more than $2 billion, equivalent to the entire DeFi marketplace just 3 months ago. So I've been talking about DeFi and working on DeFi since last year. Me and a buddy of mine, due to legal requirements, we put the project aside for a little bit, but I had the vision to foresee what was coming. So briefly, what I'm going to talk about is the value being locked up past $2 billion in Uniswap. Uniswap has already processed $13.8 billion in trading volume in September alone, and a unique governance token. So for those who doesn't know, Uniswap, which allows users to swap tokens and receive trading fees rewards for providing liquidity, has seen TVL, total value locked in the protocol, rise more than 180% to more than $2 billion since September 16th, following the distributed launch of Uni governance tokens for the platform. Users are apparently putting their faith in Uniswap's trading volume to remain high. Total value locked is a measure of the cryptocurrency and dollar pegs stablecoins assets deposited in DeFi's protocol, also passed 11 billion for all protocols on September 28th, according to DeFi Post. If you don't know what DeFi Post, you guys need to go there. They aggregate the data. They have it all in one place. Everything pertaining to DeFi, TVL, and everything. This rise in metric is being fueled by the growth of Uniswap and other DeFi protocols as decentralized exchanges continue to grow their exchange volume month after month. So until mid-September, Uniswap was under pressure from copycats like SushiSwap which attempted to reward users for transferring locked value to their own decentralized exchanges. So they would allow you to get sushi and you could farm it. You could also provide liquidity with it. And then they ended up making their own exchange. So you didn't even have to go to Uniswap anymore because they just copied the code over, which is completely legal. But ultimately, it was based off of Uniswap. And a couple months ago, Uniswap had alluded to possibly charging users, um, I'm sorry, MetaMask possibly charging users. But now, if you access the Uniswap network with your MetaMask wallet before September 1st, you have Uni that you can claim. All right, so back to the article. The Uni governance token released on September 16th, distributed in part to any Ethereum address that had interacted with Uniswap since launching in 2018, precipitated a flood of value back into Uniswap that has pushed TVL past the 2 billion mark. Governance tokens give holders a vote on decisions about future development of the issuing protocol. SushiSwap, which peaked at more than 1.4 billion in TVL on 9/11, has seen that number fall more than 70% since then to less than 400 million locked today. So basically, Uniswap had gotten the majority of their value taken away by SushiSwap, but was able to regain all of that value plus more because they provided a reliable, um, audited, and a governance token, which further and catapulted their dominance in the decentralized exchange world. So, Uniswap has served more than 100,000 unique trading addresses in the last 7 days alone. The next closest exchange by user count is Kyber Network. And if you know about Kyber Network, they make KNC tokens. And, I remember reading and hearing about them years ago, the KNC, maybe 2018. Um, and I considered getting into it, but at the time, it didn't really do anything for me. Um, Luckily, I was lucky, and I've been um, interactive with Uniswap, so I got some free Uni that I was able to claim. But Kyber Network didn't have anything like that or airdrop. They just made you purchase the token. But as you can see, they are far less popular. As you can see, 100 unique trading addresses in 7 days. The next closest was less than 2,000 in the same 7 days. Now, unless competition can develop significant new capabilities and convenience, Uniswap will remain decentralized exchange of choice for the next 10 billion in TVL. And my thoughts is they're going to release another layer, another version 3, and they may possibly airdrop more tokens. But they're going to allow governance and people to vote, which further solidifies their control on the market. Because they almost have the first mover advantage in these instances. You can compare IDEX or Ether Delta, which was different. If you guys been around for that long, it was slightly different. Wasn't nowhere near as user friendly as Uniswap was. So you had, it was kind of like when phones came out in the beginning. You had these phones that were complicated in general, but then you had the iPhone that came out and it completely streamlined everything. So it simplified everything. That's what made people gravitate towards the iPhone more than these other phones, even though these other phones have far more functionality and far more superior in many instances. All right, guys. Low cap, no cap. Let me know. Like, subscribe. Let me comment at the bottom.